What's up, guys? So today I am going to straighten out some deer antlers, and that requires me putting the antlers in this vise. Well, this vise has these metal Dumaflochis that have this knurling in it, and if I put my antlers or any other material in there, it'll leave those ridges. I don't want that. So I snuck into the wife's craft supplies. For years she made the kids Halloween costumes, and she was freaking amazing at it. Now they're a lot older and they don't dress up for Halloween quite like they used to. Anyways, memories. So I stole some fabric. Was wanting something leather, but this is as thick as I could find. So that's what I'm going to go with. But I'm going to take this plastic cutting board material that I had lying around, and I'm going to cut it to about this shape, size, whatever. Drill some holes in it, and then I'm going to mount the plastic on there like that. That way it'll be something a little more forgiving. I mean, it's still pretty solid, but it'll be a lot more forgiving, and it won't have the knurling on it, or grid, or whatever you call that, that this vise jaws have right now. And then I can mount that in there with my little screws. And so we're going to go over to the other shop, and we are going to drill some holes and make some little brackets for the jaws. Y'all come along with me. And movie magic, we have switched locations. So that's the marks that I made, and I'm going to drill some holes using my DeWalt drill bits. I've got 1/4 inch is what I'm going to go with. It's a little bit bigger than the screw that I'm using. And then I'll end up, I might get a Forstner bit, or just a bigger drill bit or something, and countersink these. That way my screw's not sticking out. So we will place it in there. My little drill vise. Got this at Harbor Freight. It was cheaper than dirt. Like, I couldn't pass it up. It was a really good deal. And then my dad had these laying around, so I cabbaged them. He won't need them. If he needs them, he'll probably yell at me. But anyways, so I stole some little clamps, and I mounted it onto my drill press, and it works pretty good. I mean, it's pretty solid, stable. Won't go nowhere. I mean, I'm not doing like no high speed stuff that's gonna rip my fingers off or nothing, but it's sketchy holding a knife blade right here and trying to drill into it. So that's why I picked up this. And some people might talk bad about Harbor Freight, but everything they sell has a lifetime warranty. So, you know, it's a no-brainer. Like, I could beat the crap out of this and tear it up and take it back, and they'd be like, okay, here's your new one. Like, yeah, it's cheaper tools. It doesn't have the big yeller or the big red or whatever, but hey, they make some solid products. Okay, enough yakking. So I've marked my places. Somewhat I'm off really bad. So with this fancy setup I've got, just turn some screws there. Bada bing, bada boom. Carefuling. Let's see there. It's about right. Go over just a hair. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so we're going to secure our drill vise down to our mounting, or our table there. It's about pretty good for eyeballed. Alright, loud noises. Now normally if I was using metal, I would use my cutting fluid, but with this plastic I don't think I need anything like that. Just slowly going through it, trying not to burn it, and we are through. Alright, clean the trash away from there. Let's see what we've got here. Oh yeah, that's what we was looking for. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Love it when a plan comes together. Don't mind me. All right. So I'm going to pause this and I will come back when we have finished. And we're back. I hope the fan's not causing too much background noise, but it is ungodly hot in here. So, and then there's dogs barking in the background and all that fun stuff. Trains going by. I live on the wrong side of the tracks. So. Anyways, we got our little pieces drilled, got them countersunk, and used a Forstner bit. Used my bandsaw to trim this up, and I do not suggest that because these little plastic shavings, oh my gracious. I will be picking these up out of my shop for the next 2 years. So I've already got this one mounted up. And let's see. Come on. Sorry, I'm nervous. This usually doesn't happen. You're so pretty. So we've got one that's made it, and let's see if we can get to the other one. Come on. Sorry, I'm camera shy. Everybody's like, well, why don't you post stuff on, why don't you show videos of you making the stuff? Because when I get on camera, I get all nervous and I mess it up. So I just do my thing, and then I'll show you the after of it. And then maybe one day when I get better, I will show you what while I'm making it. Right now I get super nervous. I mean, all 11 of my followers, you know, makes me nervous. But this is kind of what I was going for. And then I'm going to boil some deer antlers, and then I'm going to straighten them out in this vise. I might try to film that process. I don't know. But I'm going to pause for dramatic effect. All right, we're back. So we've taken these jaws off, and we've installed these jaws here. I like it. Normally when I fix something and do something, I have to get Mr. Good. So I'm stoked that I actually did it by myself. So it's pretty cool. All right, thanks for stopping by. And if you watched all the way to the end, you're pretty awesome. And the ones that didn't watch all the way to the end, they'll never know how awesome you are. But like, share, follow, heart, emoji, send me some smoke signals. Drop me an email. Go to blacklungironworks.com and check out my website. You can drop us a line, tell us what you want, and we'll hook you up. Thanks a lot. Y'all have a great day.